Hi, my name is Gonzalez, and I am the Executive Director of El Buen Samaritano Food Program, Inc. in Worcester, Massachusetts.
Tell me something about EBS.
No, definitely. So El Buen Samaritano was actually founded back in 1991. We're a nonprofit organization that has been serving the community for the past 30 years. El Buen Samaritano helps with so many different various things in the community. We help with food insecurity, we help with clothing insecurity, hygiene insecurity. We also provide baby formula, baby diapers to our community as well, included animal food. We're also partnered with the Worcester Animal Shelter. We're able to provide animal food to our community. When it comes down to any resources, shelter, mental health services, anything that anything that a basic need, right? A basic need that a community member needs, we're here to provide them. El Buen Samaritano, it is a volunteer-based organization, that has been serving the community for the last 30 years. And yeah, that's who we are.
What was the need your organization had when deciding to hire Magic Lamp Consulting?
So, one of the barriers that El Buen Samaritano has had for the last 30 years, how I said that we're a volunteer-based organization, was that we didn't have a grant writer. We didn't have an organization, a team that can actually help us get funding for our organization. And we actually came across of Magic Lamp Consulting, and we met Deb. I met Deb, and we hit it off right away. I was able to sit down with them, and they would ask me the questions like, what is it that you need? What is it that you want? What is your vision? Where do you see yourself in 5 and 30 years? And when having that conversation, with Magic Lamp Consulting, that made me feel amazing. That made me feel great. And the reason why is because we are a small grassroots organization, and she understood the value of making sure that we continue the legacy and continue the amazing work that we're doing. El Buen Samaritano was founded by my parents, Osiri and Maria Reyes, and I started with the organization 5 years ago. And as soon as I started, I knew that I needed to continue this legacy. And Magic Lamp Consulting was the perfect organization, company to, get involved and to be part of our team.
What makes them different from other consultants?
The personal experience that you get with them. They're extremely passionate. They understand where you're coming from. I mean, I can text them, I can call them, I can email them, and they're there. And they understand what is it that you need, any information that I need from them, anything that I need from them when it comes to data reporting, they're there for them. And also, I'm there for them, right? Because they ask a lot of questions, you need a lot of information, right? And it's just amazing because the workflow and just the amount of grants and funding that they find for our organization. I had no idea there were so much grants out there for food insecurity, for youth programs, for mental health, for hygiene. I mean, I had no idea. And they are the expertise. When we talk about the experts of finding fundings, this organization is what it's all about. And I'm so thankful to be part of that team, and they're part of us, working with us.
What does the Magic Lamp Consulting do for your nonprofit?
So one of the things that Magic Lamp Consulting has done for our volunteer run nonprofit organization was that they were able to actually help us fill out some grants, and we finally got 2 federal grants at El Buen Samaritano. We have never got any federal grant funding ever at El Buen Samaritano. Again, we have been a volunteer-based organization, and we were able to get our first grant through the Greater Worcester Foundation, which was a CBDG funding, and we were able to purchase a brand new, van, and also take some technology items. We were able to get some iPads and some computers, and that funding and that grant meant so much for us. The reason why is because now it's helping us to get to that next level. We're able to pick up more food. We're able to collect more data from our clients when they come in. And another grant that we were able to get and announce, which I'm so excited about, is that it was the ARPA funding. The ARPA funding was was actually funding that came to the city during the COVID times, and we were able to hire, Magic Lamp Consulting, and they were able to help us, up for the application. They helped us fill out the application, and amazing news is that we got the funding. We got the funding. It's so hard, right, for a volunteer-based organization, right, to get volunteers all the time. And the fact that now that we got this funding, we're now able to hire a paid staff, to get staffing, and so that we can continue being sustainable, right? Because it's all about being sustainable so that we can continue the legacy of an EBS that started in 1991. That was my goal coming in 5 years ago, was how do we sustain EBS? How do we continue the legacy? But in order to do that is we need funding. We need organizations, corporations to help us sustain the work that we're doing. We're not only helping 2 or 3 people, we're helping thousands of people at El Buen Samaritano. EBS been around for the 30 years, volunteer-based organization, and this funding that's coming in and being partnered with Magic Lamp, Consulting. Let me tell you, sky's the limit, because I see us growing and growing and growing, with the equipment, with now getting a paid staff, with all the technology items, with things that are coming in. We are going to continue being sustainable, and we need Magic Lamp Consulting to continue helping us so that we can get to the next 30 years. One of the things that I wanted to say with, Magic Lamp, non-profit business consultant, is that they got us to another level, right? In the sense of going over our budgets, programming, strategic planning, of figuring out how we can implement many more programs, what grants we can look for, right? Because like I said earlier, is that we didn't know there was so many different grants and all that. And the fact that you don't really hear or hear about nonprofit, business consultings, and they're amazing. They got us to another level, that they were able to pull stuff out of us that we were doing, right? But we really didn't know we were doing it until we saw it on paper. And it was just amazing having that one-on-one with the team, having that one-on-one and figuring out, okay, how do you do this? How do you do that? Who do we contact? How do we get our budgets and all that in place? So, Magic Lamp, Magic Lamp, nonprofit business consultant is amazing. And I am so appreciated and so grateful to having them in my team, because I just see EBS and when somebody kind of growing to another level with them. So if you're ever thinking about your nonprofit, if you run a nonprofit, think about Magic Lamp, because they are doing magic. Magic Lamp, nonprofit business consultants are the people that you want to talk to, because they will understand your mission and they will listen. And that's the most important thing, right? Because you can have so much stuff going on in your head, and you have all these ideas for your nonprofit, and they're good listeners and amazing professional team. So that's what I want to say about, Magic Lamp. I'm so thankful for them to be, being part of our team. And yeah, that's it.
Thank you for your sharing. It's our pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.